How are you handling the challenge of getting buyers in a position where they can qualify for a property?
Obviously, with the interest rates being a little bit higher, they're qualifying for less. I got a girl that I'm working with. She's a new car sales lady, and I got her pre-qualified almost 2 years ago. But then she decided to change jobs, and she wasn't able to get the loan. So I put her in a lease, and now she qualifies for about $110,000 less than she did 2 years ago. So I think she's a pretty good example. She's right around the $500,000 price point now, which, surprisingly, the market is somewhat kept up with that because prices have declined a little bit in Phoenix area. What I found was with a lot of these people that we're working with that, are qualifying for less, I'm showing them new builds. The new build market, it's pretty soft too. There's not a lot going on. That $500,000 price point seems to be a little bit slow because those are borrowers that are having a hard time swallowing the 7%. And but the builders are pretty aggressive on getting deals done. They're offering interest rate buy downs for the first year, interest rate buy downs for the duration of the loan, getting people into loans for in the fours and fives for the first year, and then it goes up to seven after that. And even loans that are in the high fives, low sixes for the duration of the loan. So that's kind of where I've been taking it is I've got a lady that I'm taking out tomorrow that we're going to go look at new builds, see what we can find.
So this article also came through recently about new home sales in March, and just from a national standpoint, new home sales rose quite a bit. And so talk a little bit about, again, you're saying you're seeing that in your market with new construction.
We have seen a little bit of an increase of new homes in our area, filling in some pockets and even in places like Gilbert and Mesa and Tempe. So they're not on the outskirts of town where they're not as desirable, but there has been a lot more building going on. What I meant by the market was a little bit soft is in that $500,000 price point where a lot of these builders try to stay in those areas. They, 5 to 7, those are borrowers that are, very payment driven. So they're obviously interest rate driven. And so those builders are trying to prop up the business by buying that rate down to get these people in and get them to qualify for more.
So if I am, let's say on the other side of things, if I'm a buyer who's in that $500,000 price range, what's my best strategy to get the best home at the best price, terms, and conditions?
If you're looking at resale, the market's soft there as well. So asking for concessions to buy the rate down to help you, qualify for more. And then definitely the new builds. A lot of these builders have spec homes or ready to move in homes available.
And just so anybody who's a novice, when you say a soft market, break that down so everybody can understand what you mean.
So 2 years ago, new homes were having lotteries. You went and you stood in there with your client, and they literally wrote their name on a piece of paper, dropped it in a hat, and somebody at the front mixed it up and pulled the name out, and everybody celebrated. Yeah, get to pick a lot. And then 50 people went home with nothing. And now you can walk into those same developments or newer developments, and you can buy a home and move into it in 30 days. The market has softened for the seller.
Getting back to thinking about things from an agent perspective, you mentioned earlier about data mining. You spent about 4 hours doing some data mining, and it turned out to be some time well spent. And so talk to me about what data mining is from your perspective.
So data mining, so I've been in the business a long time, and so I've sold a lot of homes. So I have a pretty big database of people that I've sold homes to, sold homes for. I even keep information. If I've got a listing and your agent brings you and you buy my listing, I make it a point to reach out to you, give you my information, and get you in my database. Make friends with you and get you in my database, because chances are your agent got their commission check and you'll never see them again. um, if I keep up with you over the next year, how are things going? How's that warranty? Let me get you a discount on a renewal for that. Then you end up in my database. So my database is pretty big.